Over the course of his life, Eddie Van Halen was the inventor on 5 U.S. patents. Hi, my name is Wes Austin. I'm a patent lawyer and stand-up comedian. Normally on my channel we talk about funny patents, funny trademarks, legal news, and stand-up comedy. Today we're going to be talking about the patents from Eddie Van Halen. On October 6, 2020, Eddie Van Halen died from cancer, and in his honor we are going to go over all of the patents that he was a named inventor on. And as a bonus, I'm going to try to name as many Van Halen songs as I can while we are talking about his patents. All right? Now, out of these 5 patents from Eddie Van Halen, I am saving the best and coolest for last, so please stick around for that one. Now, out of all the patent lawyers in the entire world, there is only a single patent lawyer who's going to do a video about this. I'm the one. All right? Are you thinking, when is this guy going to actually start on this discussion? Right now. So the first patent is patent number 10.115.383. That issued in 2018. And here's the title of this patent: Humbucking Pickup and Method of Providing a Permanent Magnet Extending Through Opposing Coils Parallel to String Orientation. And as you can see, here is Eddie Van Halen listed as an inventor. Now, as you look at the different inventors listed on this patent, you can see that the inventors are from Tennessee and California. There is no one on here from Panama. Oh. Sorry. So, what is this patent about? Well, let's just look at the abstract. A humbucking pickup for a musical instrument has a bobbin assembly with the first and second bobbins. That sounds made up, doesn't it? I would say that this is completely made up and nonsensical, but I know that I would have an eruption from guitar enthusiasts. Eruption? That's another. All right, so the next patent that we're going to talk about. Sorry, that was a Spanish fly. The next patent that Eddie Van Halen was an inventor on is a design patent, 8.17385, and it issued May 2018. Now, this design patent was for a humbucking pickup, which is not a truck. At least I don't think it is. If you look at the group of inventors, you'll see, again, there's Eddie Van Halen. And this design patent actually has the same set of inventors as the utility patent application we just talked about. So as you can see, they actually filed a design patent and utility patent on the same device, which is good because then you get the best of both worlds. So let's go ahead and jump into this next patent. The next patent is U.S. patent number 7.183.475. It issued in February of 2007. The title of this patent is Stringed Instrument with Adjustable String Tension Control. And you can see the inventor, Eddie Van Halen. So this lets you adjust the string tension in your guitar. So you can have it be tight, or you can really loosen it up, almost make it unchained. So here's the primary figure from this patent. Now, looking at that guitar, this reminds me a lot of one of the guitars that my older brother had. He was in a rock band. They were down in LA trying to make it, and he had a guitar just like this. And I remember that when he started playing it more and more, my dad got quite upset because he thought my brother and his friends were running with the devil. And my brother said, no, it feels so good when I play the guitar. That plus I'm getting a lot of attention from all the beautiful girls. The next patent from Eddie Van Halen is another design patent, patent number 388.117. This issued in 1997. And the title of this patent is Guitar Peghead. And you can see here, Eddie Van Halen is an inventor. Looking at the drawings, you can see that you have the tuning pegs on opposite sides of the headstalks, which helped hold tension in the strings. My brother had this acoustic guitar, and it was up in his room. My little sister was having a party with her friends. They were in there playing, and I was in another room, and then I heard this loud commotion and a big bang, and I ran in there to see what was going on. And there were things all over the floor. Things were tipped over, and my little sister looked up to me and she said 2 words, "Jamie's crying." The last patent from Eddie Van Halen, which I think is the coolest patent, is US patent number 4656917, issued back in 1987. Now, the title of this patent is Musical Instrument Support. And you can see Eddie Van Halen's sole inventor. So let's read some of the language from the abstract of this patent before we look at the main drawing. So with this invention, it allows the player to create new techniques and sounds previously unknown to any player. And it leaves the hands free to explore the musical instrument as never before. That almost sounds romantic, doesn't it? But this ain't talking about love. It's talking about a new level of guitar play. So let's look at the main drawing from this patent. Isn't that amazing? I mean, that looks like Eddie Van Halen playing his guitar. And the guitar had this little support mechanism so that the guitar could come up horizontal and he could just play the guitar with both hands. Both hands were free to dance the night away on that guitar. Are we ever going to have rock stars like Eddie Van Halen again? I mean, rock stars, they start skipping class because they're going to play the guitar. They're going to play with their group. They skip class, they slough. The only time they stay in class is if they're hot for teacher. Oh. Okay, that was the last one. Okay. So I think during my little discussion of the patents from Eddie Van Halen, I worked in 15 song names from Eddie Van Halen, which is pretty awesome. If you think you could have worked in additional songs, let me know which song and how you would have worked it in, okay? Thanks for watching. Tune in again next week.